Hello, friends. This is Dr. John Worldpeace, JD. It's 2:14 in the morning Mountain Time, November the 10th. Uh, Today I want to talk about females, women, female gender, and the subordination of women globally. The greatest impediment to peace in the world is the subordination of women globally. All countries, all nations, all continents, everywhere. Women are second-class citizens. Before I go any further, got to pay the bills to promote peace, and there is a link in the description below to patreon.com/Dr. John Worldpeace JD. I want you to know that 95 to 99% of everything that comes in goes out. It is my intention to, month to month, whatever comes in, the following month, it's all spent to promote peace. That's advertising, and to hire some people to help me do some work, create databases, and answer email, and so forth. I will not carve off money to buy big houses or buy 10 houses or boats, or money is not my metric. So, and I will post how much money came in and how much money went out and what it went out for. It'll be totally transparent. I am not like the false preachers who make millions of dollars preaching about Jesus who had nothing. I don't have a car. I don't have a house. I've had all that. I'm 73 years old. I have and live a minimal existence. So don't think anything you send this way is going to go basically into my pocket. It's an abomination to God to have these tele-evangelist preachers, false preachers, make millions of dollars. They preach, they teach, money comes in that's inspired by God. These people are inspired by God to contribute. And for these criminals to say to God, look, I got to have my cut. And so I'm going to carve off $500,000 or whatever number of dollars so I can live high. And Jesus had nothing. And I'm living a lifestyle that tells you you can do it. God will take care of you. I don't want to get deep into that, but the money that comes in is going to go to promote peace, and I've got a lot of peace things going on. You can go to my website, flagship website, johnworldpeace.com, and you can see all the things that I've got going. So, and if you're not doing anything for peace, well, pay $5 a month. That's something. But to say that you've done nothing for peace, well, you can pay $5 a month or whatever you want to pay, and then you can say that you gave for the cause of world peace. I'm one man, one message, world peace. I am doing essentially, even though I'm not a Christian, I'm not a member of any religion. I'm not a member of anything. But I follow the words of Jesus that I think are relevant to every life. And we'll get into that in a lot of different ways over the coming days and weeks and years. So anyway, today we're going to talk about, me, going to talk about the subordination of women. I have a book that I wrote in 1988 when I changed my name, published. It's on Amazon.com. There it is. The Book of Peace. The Common Denominators of Peace and Peaceful Coexistence. It's a short book. It's about 40 or 50 pages here. And we're going to talk about gender. I think this book is $17 on Amazon. There's 21 chapters in here on the foundations of world peace. Let's see here. It's a short book. Most of these chapters are just a page long. So anyway, we're going to talk about women today. And I'm going to start out explaining to women that if you're in a church that does not allow women in the top echelon, the top position of their corporation, corporate religion, then you are very foolish to go to that denomination, religion. I'm talking Muslim, Judaism, Christianity, all of them. If your church does not allow you to become potentially the head of that church, that organization, then you need to be out of that organization. And you are foolish to give your money and give your time and give your efforts to a church that doesn't recognize you as a full and equal human being to men. The Catholic Church is an abomination to God because it does not allow female priests. They're in a subordinated role of nuns. The Republican Party has no respect for women. It is a white male in America dominated party. And for a woman to be in a political party that is not promoting her secular right as a human being and not segregated as a female, then you don't need to be in that party. That's not the party for you. The Democrats, the Democratic Party, is all-inclusive. It is not a party of white men. So, if you're a Republican, you've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed to be second-class citizens. So, how are we going to increase the peace in the world human society? We stop subordinating women. In every job that exists, we allow women an equal opportunity to pursue that job. We don't put a closed door sign. We do not have a glass ceiling. There are many, many women in the world that are smarter than the smartest white guy of any color. We need the best human beings at the top of the pyramid in the world human society. So, how are we going to increase the level of peace in the world human society? We're going to give women equal opportunities, and women, don't sabotage our world peace efforts to give you equal wages, equal respect with men in the world human society. Don't thwart the message of world peace, all-inclusive, democratic, by being a member of a church that will not allow you to go to the top, and belong to a political party that subordinates you. Don't do it. You're cutting your own throat. You're keeping your wages low. You're inviting disrespect. Let me read you a little bit out of the book here. Just a very small amount. Women are not property. The nature of this earth dreamscape is that it requires human beings to be male and female in order to procreate more human bodies for souls to incarnate into. Everybody believes, every religion believes that the human body is a vehicle, container for a infinite, immortal soul created by God. And the Bible says when the body dies, it turns to dust, returns to the earth, and the soul returns to God who made it. So, and Jesus also said, when he was asked about a woman that had had 7 husbands, whose wife would she be in heaven? And Jesus said, you don't get it. You don't understand. There's no gender in heaven. In heaven, you have an angel body, meaning no sex, no gender. Why? Because human beings, souls, cannot procreate more souls. It's very simple. What need do you have of genitals in heaven? You can't make a soul. On earth, you can make a body. And that body comes, is born, and then turns into dust. So in heaven, there's no gender, And it's all about who you are as an individual soul. And by necessity, when you come into this dreamscape of infinite number of dreamscapes, a finite mortal reality, you have to come in as male or female. It's just that simple. And why is that? It's so you can produce more bodies so that more souls can incarnate in this dreamscape. Children are of your body, not your soul. You have sex with your partner and you create a human being, actually a human body, and a infinite, immortal spirit incarnates into that body and lives a life in that body. You cannot kill a soul. I'm not going to get deep into the abortion issue, but I will tell you this. If you abort a child, not a child, a fetus, you can kill the developing body, but you can't kill the soul. The soul is infinite and immortal, made by God. So when you are an anti-abortion person, you are delusional. You cannot kill a soul, and a body is dust. 10% of all pregnancies end naturally in the first trimester. I know this because my first wife and I had 4 children, full-term pregnancies, and 2 first trimester miscarriages. The doctor said it's just, those are the numbers. So the abortion issue is nonsense. And jumping in for one more second on that, what you don't see with abortion, anti-abortion legislation, you don't see any welfare bills to support these children that you demand be born, that these anti-abortionists demand to be born. They say you're going to have that, you're going to keep that fetus until it's full term, but when it's born, don't look to us for any help. And what do they also do? Not do? They don't try to adopt these babies that they want born. They're going to step into your life and say, you're pregnant, you're going to go full term, and when you have that child, good luck. We're not going to help you. So we're going to control your life, women's lives. Men don't have children. And that's the joke of it. It's a sad and it's a sick joke. It's a judgmental joke. You have a child that you don't want? Well, too bad. We're the God police, and we say you're going to have it, but we're not going to help you out once that happens. All the pain and suffering these unwanted children go through, Jesus said you're going to pay for that in heaven. Whatever you do to others, you do to me. You bring these children in to this dreamscape and you refuse to support them, you owe Jesus. And according to what Christians believe, you're going to hell because you created this pain and suffering. So I suggest you forget the anti-abortion bills, mind your own business unless you're willing to take these children on to raise. But the point that I'm trying to make here is this. Because we have two genders in this dreamscape, it doesn't mean anything in heaven. In the infinite, immortal heaven, no death for the soul. That soul is not going to be judged and subject to the same rules that exist on this temporary earth. Every single religion tells you do not get attached. So it is idiotic to subordinate women in the world human society. Now, a lot of these issues that I'm talking about, I'm going to expand on in future videos. This is Worldpeace, Teaching Peace, Message Communication 10,002. Thank you for your consideration. I look forward to this continued conversation.